military spends months, if not years, teaching you how to become a service member. But you get days to figure out how to be a civilian. That's a hard transition. My name is Jared Shephard. I'm the founder of a IT services company called Intelligent Waves. I am the CEO of a company called Hypori. I am the founder and chair of a nonprofit called Warriors Ethos. You know, the old traditional idea of the ultimate sacrifice that we all grew up with, that dying for your country is the ultimate sacrifice. I realize it's a little bit of bullshit. Not saying that dying for your country isn't the ultimate sacrifice. Hell, if anything, it's a price so great our nation can never catch up with. But it's also bigger than that. It's losing a limb. It's watching a friend die. Maybe it's even spending time away from your kids while they grow up, right? And those are all different forms of the ultimate sacrifice. Warriors Ethos is a one-trick pony. It's focused purely on transition. To help a service member who's raised their hand, taken the oath, I swear to support and defend, and to help them build upon that into whatever comes next. Transition is not something stops and something else starts. It's a transitioning of states from one position of movement to another position of movement, right? All of us who have worn the uniform, we always remember it fondly. You know, we have, memories and love, and part of that will never go away, the camaraderie that comes out of service. But there's more. It's to drive this thing that we took an oath to and to make it better. Warriors Ethos generically has a three-step process called engagement, education, and placement. The initial engagement is talking to a veteran about basic stuff like get your resume together, get your LinkedIn together. So Warriors Ethos, the engagement portion of that, is helping you start that initial preparation. Education is then get you exposed to mentors or coaches, get you exposed to industry potential hiring partners, maybe help you with a transitioning mentorship where you actually can learn about the job that you're going to go into. You have to start with learning the vernacular, right? Learning the language. The military has its own language, but so does industry. If you go into healthcare, it has its own language. If you go into banking, it has its own language. If you go into IT, trust me, it has its own language. So getting a veteran to learn how to translate from their language into their next language is really, really important. And then the last is placement. Placement is twofold. It's both helping a veteran learn how to hunt and find their own job, but it's also about going out there and educating businesses and hiring veterans. The military, it does manufacture technical skill sets. What it mass manufactures is leadership skill sets and followership skill sets. Most companies bring people into a level of technical expertise, and then they go and try to teach them to be leaders. You can just get leaders out of the box, out of the military. All you have to do for them is help them learn a technical skill set. If you want a true leader who understands leadership or followership, right? The idea of how to make people successful to your left and to your right, below you and above you, that's organizational leadership and organizational management at its finest. You can't have anybody better than a veteran. If you want somebody who's a fixer, who's a doer, who's innovative, who's inventive in their ideas, you can't have anybody better than a veteran.